There's no question that teenagers are usually focusing on trends that they shouldn't be focusing on. One of them in China is known as the belly button challenge. Now, what is the belly button challenge? Apparently, girls are trying to figure out whether or not they're thin enough by doing this crazy arm maneuver where they're taking their arms and they're trying to see if they can reach around and touch their belly buttons. If you can touch your belly button, it means that you're thin. If you can't touch your belly button, it means that you're not thin. Or it could just mean that you're incredibly flexible, and this means absolutely nothing. Now, it's unknown how the challenge started, but some are saying that it originated in a U.S. study that claims women who can do it have good bodies. However, no such study has been found, so it's utter BS. Now, there is a Chinese actress who also did this, Yang Mi, and here's a photo of her attempting it, and obviously she's thin. Look, when you're thin, you know you're thin. You don't need to do this ridiculous thing to prove it, and you don't need to post it on social media and make people feel bad about the way they look. What you want to do is maybe promote and motivate healthy, people to do healthy things. You don't do shit like this and say, yeah, I look good, I'm skinny. No, are you eating healthy? Are you exercising? This means nothing. Now, this is some dude from a boy band in China. Whatever, I don't care. Now, I want to know what you guys think about this. Becca, make your point.
I mean, ultimately, I think this is some like Cirque du Soleil shit, like whether or not your arm is like super flexible. It's not, I mean, like, it doesn't actually prove like that you're thin, really. I mean, the whole thing is, it's unfortunate that these sort of like asinine social media campaigns are what kind of blow up. I think almost because they're so ridiculous and nonsensical. And it's interesting, like, are we gonna see a lot of American teens taking this on, or are we really just seeing it?
I mean, American teens have issues of their own, and I don't mean to disparage anyone watching the show, but the thigh gap thing was trending last year, and people focus on...
And that lip challenge.
The lip challenge. So they focus on nonsensical things that are supposed to indicate that you're attractive, but oftentimes they don't indicate anything.
Yeah.
And they make people feel really uncomfortable and self-conscious, and you don't need that when it comes to teenagers. You need to motivate them to live healthy lives. Charlie, what do you think? Make your point.
I mean, I don't think, like, to say don't... Here, I can't really do it.
Oh my God, you're not skinny.
God, I have no flexibility in my arm is the real situation. I don't want to give power to it to say, don't try this at home, who cares, do it, show that it's really hard. But do remember, the belly button has a lot of bacteria in it, a lot of bacteria. That's something a lot of people don't know. We don't usually wash it with soap. So, if
Do you wash it with soap?
Never.
Never?
Nope. No. Well, I mean, there'll be soap around the area, but no soap is going inside.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I mean, I might now. Actually, I researched how much bacteria is in the belly button.
Oh my God, tell us. Do you know?
Yeah, so there's a very common skin bacteria. There's fungus, yeast. There's a lot of stuff. So wash those belly buttons.
That's so gross.
No, so it's not just like a lint repository.
No,
We're talking like Petri dish.
Oh,
yeah,
it's disgusting.
Petri dish. Yeah, that people rarely wash.
Yeah.
I think that was my point.
So what's one physical goal that you guys want to reach? I'll start with you, Becca.
Michelle Obama arms.
Oh,
I mean, I'm like, and you can't see my arms right now, and they're not bad. I mean, they're a little doughy. It's no big deal, but Michelle Obama arms are so badass, and every time I see that woman, I feel like, and I don't, not to say that it's like that is the reason that she's worth admiration, but I feel like they are a manifestation of like her intellect and her power. Like I just her strength. Like I look at her arms and I'm like, yes, this is the vision of like a first lady.
It's also important because she's the one pushing for, health campaigns.
Exactly.
And usually when someone who's out of shape pushes for health campaigns, they kind of lose their credibility a little bit. So with her, I feel like, okay, she knows what she's talking about. Like, let me listen to her a little bit. Charlie?
Yeah, I put a lot less thought into mine, but I applaud that. I would like to roll my tongue one day.
You can't roll your tongue?
Not at all.
I mean, I'm all into the Latino,
Rub it in
so
my
of
face.
course I know how to roll my
Can't
R's.
do it.
All right. Okay, body goal, physical goal. I would say my biggest physical goal is to have some muscle tone in my stomach area. Like, I don't have a gut. It's like kind of flat, but it doesn't have any muscle tone. And no matter how much I work it out, it just doesn't work. And so I had a conversation about this with my boyfriend, and he's like, your exercise doesn't matter. The only way your abs are going to come out is if you stop eating sugar and cookies and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, so obviously I'm never going to have abs. And that's okay. That's okay.
No, I also, too, consider, like, what kind of fupa reduction can one do?
I love fupa.
I love fupa. And it's, like, really, it's this, like, interesting, like we talked about belly buttons being a repository, like, clearly all the sugar, all the things just, like, go straight to my fupa. And I'm like, you know what? What? Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry.
You
about
feel
it.
alive, right? Like that's the thing. You want to eat what you want to eat. You want to
It's
feel
so
like you're
vital.
living.
It's just this vital part of your body.
Life is boring when you're eating chicken breast and broccoli all the time, which is what I'm having for lunch today.
I have fupa envy over here.
I know, like you probably have washboard abs, and we're like, let's discuss the fupa.
All right.
Anyway, yeah.
Well, tell us what you guys think of this belly button challenge and what are your physical goals, okay? Share in the comment section below. Believe it or not, we do read your comments and we respond to them in a video we do each month. So comment, share your thoughts, and we'll see you soon.